Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. Today I want to talk about these new Natasha Denona blushes. They are called the Hy Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek Duos. So I have two of them here. If you want to see the shades I got in demos and comparisons, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think, and if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with those who feel the same way, definitely consider joining the community because I love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I am doing well, no complaints. Just this really pretty eye look, and I'm really thrilled with it. It is the Cleona collab with my girl Bad to the Brow, so that will be coming. Really happy about my gold Gap sweatshirt. I mean, it's just the little things in life. You gotta really just pump up all the little things because y'all know it is crazy out here in these streets. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat, whichever you prefer, and let's get this party started because a girl gotta go to work. I was not trying to buy these from Tasha, but y'all know Tasha is my girl. Tasha, aka Natasha Denona, y'all know I'm on a first name basis with her. I am an affiliate with her brand. There's some products here and there that, you know, sometimes I may not care for, some color stories here and there, but for the most part, her products are holy grails in my collection, and I tried to resist it, but I did not. I used some of my money from FRIZZFACE, and I got two of these blushes. So let me go ahead and tell you about them, swatch them, and show you some other things that you may have in your collection from your girl Tasha, because you might not need these, especially because they're $42. Secondly, I don't really know who, let me not say that because that's not true, because I was about to, what I was going to say was, are people really wearing highlighters like that? I am, because I have so many, but other than that, I don't think I would, because so many products now are dewy and glowy, so I don't know if you need the added highlight on top of the dewy and glowy products, foundations, serums, all that stuff. I don't know if we really need that at this time, okay? Now, these blushes are a cheek innovation, and it features a cream blush and a highlighter in a clean vegan formula, offering both semi-matte and balmy glow finishes. Enriched with nourishing ingredients, this cloudy cream cheek duo hydrates the skin while delivering a natural, buildable flush of long wearing color. There are 6 shades, and if you do purchase one of these, you can use my code, which is FRIZZFACE. However, that only saves you 15%, and while I would appreciate you using the code, you can get a bigger discount. So I will put links to these blushes in the description box in case you are interested. I only got 2 shades because why do you need more? But I'm gonna go over all the shade descriptions. We have Sweet Cheeks, which is an icy pastel pink with a baby pink. I'm guessing, okay, the baby pink is the blush. Simply Shy, icy light pink with a light dusty coral. We have Fresh Mauve, which is a glowy nude / mauve. And then Flirty Flush, which is a golden pink highlight. I'm doing the highlights first, and then coral. Flustered is an icy pink and a pomegranate. And then Vamped is an icy peach and a mahogany. So I do feel like she came out with some shades that are going to work for multiple complexions, which you should do. So, I mean, there's a few ways you can apply the blushes. You can use fingers, you can use a brush, you can use a sponge. In this video, you're gonna see me use my fingers and a brush, and I will let you know my preferred method. But let's go ahead and swatch these quickly. 7:10, I got 10 minutes, y'all, 10 minutes. Let's start with Fresh Mauve, and you can see the fingerprint heavy packaging, but I do like it, and it has the ND kind of going sideways. That's what it looks like. We're gonna start with the highlight. Let's do it here. So there's your highlight and the blush, very creamy. All right, so that's a Fresh Mauve. Simply Shy, that's the more corally one. All right, so Simply Shy is a little bit lighter than the Fresh Mauve. All right, so those are the 2 shades that I purchased. This is gonna be really good, I think, for medium skin tones. This is gonna be light to light medium, so I think I can pull them both off. We shall see. I don't have that on right now, just letting y'all know. All right, let's go into comparisons really fast because I just swatched them, and I have a couple of blush trios from Tasha. So first, we have the Berry Pop Cheek Trio, which I think came out 2 years ago. I just want to see if they feel the same. This blush is like really silky. Nope, they feel different. Yeah, that's really silky. Now let's see about the highlight. The highlights feel kind of similar, so maybe the blush is a different formula. I would say the blush feels closer to that cream base in the middle, but it doesn't feel like the blush in the Berry Pop palette to me. I don't know what anybody else thinks at this point. Then I have the Golden Highlighter Trio, so let's just see if the highlighters feel the same. Oh my goodness. Let's just see if the highlighters feel the same. I'm gonna be recording for 5 more minutes.
Can I get a treatment during that?
Yeah, if you need one. I don't know why you waited till the last minute.
Because I was doing stuff, Mom.
That mouth, y'all, that mouth. Excuse me, that mouth. Okay. Y'all don't get me the line, but I feel like these are like really silky as well. And this is more creamy. I don't know if I really even care about it. I just care about how it looks on my skin. I care about whether it's going to emphasize any texture for those who have texture on their skin, and I care about whether or not it's going to be patchy, if it's going to fade gracefully, or is it going to look a patchy mess by the end of the day. Those are the things that I care about, and I care if my money is well spent, because $42 is not cheap, and a lot of us probably have more blushes than we need to. So, you know, none of this is going to be a must-have for your collection, but if it's something that you'd like to have, that's what I'm trying to figure out in this video. I am going to go into the demo, and then I'm going to come back at the end and let you know my final thoughts about these blushes. All right, y'all, we are going to be starting with Fresh Mauve, and I'm starting with the finger application. You can see that even though the blush is very pigmented, it really goes on lightly and you can build it. So now going into the highlighter, which is a little bit difficult to see at first. I do like how natural this highlighter is looking. It's not going to be one of those galactic ones that is going to emphasize texture. I'm putting a little there for no reason at all. Or in there. I don't know why I'm doing that. Now I'm going into the brush situation application. And you can see it's a little more pigmented because that brush is very dense, which is what was recommended. And I'm taking a highlighter brush here and going into that highlighter. And again, the highlighter is not super highlighty, which I do like. And I feel like you can use the blush with or without the highlighter. Well, obviously you can definitely do that. So there are both application methods. Now we're going to go into the second one. All right, y'all, we are going to go ahead and put on the next shade that I purchased, which is Simply Shy. And I believe this is more of a coral, about to say scent, coral blush. That's what it looks like. Oh, let me show them side by side too for accuracy. Yeah, soft mauve. Or is it soft mauve? Why do I keep saying that? Oh yeah, wait, fresh mauve. Why do I keep saying soft mauve? Okay, fresh mauve, Simply Shy. So we're going with Simply Shy. I have to say I do like fresh mauve. I did like that on. I have on the Prada foundation today, and I'm wearing Gucci highlighter. Remember that bronze Gucci highlighter? That's like so pretty. And then the lilac one right here, yes. I'm recording, and it has sound today.
Voiceover?
No, no voiceover today.
I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Oh, yeah, brushing your teeth. That's an idea. You're tired? Listen, this is why I try to get us back from sports.
Mama,
at a decent
so you
time.
don't want me to get back from sports?
It's not what I said. Everything.
Do you want me to go to sports?
Of course I want you to go to sports. What? Okay, give a little, little shimmer. This is pretty. This is pretty. Oh, I'm supposed to use a brush on this side. Can y'all see it? Because maybe I'll turn it down some, because that's how I end up looking like a clown at work. Because I'm like, oh, I can't see it, and I keep on putting more, and then what happens? Clown. I'm in the bathroom upset. But here is, what is this called? Simply Shy. So let me know what you think about that, and I'm gonna come back with a later me for my final thoughts on these blushes by my girl Swansha. Cute. This is cute. Okay, I'll be back. All right, y'all, I do hope that you enjoyed the demo of the blushes. So let me go ahead and give you my final thoughts now that I've used both of them and worn them all day. I really like them. There's several reasons why I like the creaminess. I love that texture. I have worn the blushes on bare skin. I have worn them on over foundation. It did not disrupt any foundation, whether I use the brush or whether I use my fingers. It looked great on bare skin as well. These blushes can be built up. They did not make me look clownish, because you know I have an issue with that. I think that the two shades that I picked out are very nice, although I think that they kind of looked a bit similar on. I'm gonna have to go back and check out the footage, but I think I could have gotten away with one. Maybe this shade right here, and maybe just doing an even lighter application, but I do enjoy both of them. I feel like these are semi-matte, but I would say more of a natural matte finish, so there was some glow there. And I don't feel like you really needed to use the highlighter, but if you wanted a little extra something, or just to highlight certain areas on your skin, that the highlighter came in handy. By the end of the day, did these fade a little bit? Yes. Did they fade fully, in a graceful way? Yes. I didn't have any patchy spots on my face. That's the issue that I had with the Patrick Ta blushes. They were patchy for me, and then they kind of evaporated, and then I would just have a random spot, which looked a mess. So I don't care if my makeup fades, but as long as it's graceful and it's, you still look kind of put together and not splotchy, I am good with that. Do I think these blushes are worth $42? Honestly, I don't. I feel like most makeup is overpriced these days, so I'm not gonna sit up there and say it's a must-have, it's something that you need to get or you need to run and get. I got 15% off because I used my own code. If you are someone who is waiting for the Sephora holiday savings event, or sometimes Ulta does the 20% off, sometimes Natasha does the 20% off, I would do that, because then that's gonna take about $8 or so off, and then I think at that point it's kind of reasonable. I do think that I'm gonna get a lot of use out of the product. However, I also have other cream blushes that I really enjoy, preferably the ones from Melt. Those are great, but I do have to say this is a really nice formula. As far as how I applied the blushes, I definitely prefer the finger method over the brush. I feel like when I use my fingers, I'm able to warm up the product and really blend it with my skin, and do the same thing with the highlighter. I just really enjoyed that application. She did recommend using a dense brush, which is why I chose this one from Echo Tools, but I didn't really enjoy the experience of putting the blush on using this brush. I think a sponge would also be great, but the reason that I really don't like using the sponge and the brush is because sometimes you get those little hairs in the blush, and I don't like how that looks. That happened to a lot of my Fenty cream blushes, and I was just like, ew. And it even happened to some of my Melt ones when I was doing that. So I would prefer the finger method. Actually, with the sponge, you're not gonna get hairs in it unless your sponge just isn't clean. But the brush, I definitely had that issue, and I just feel like with the fingers, I mean, it just allows you to be more precise and warm the product up. And I think that with creams, it's nice when they warm up, they kind of melt. I don't know, they just look more skin-like to me. So overall, do I recommend the blushes if you want them? Yes, if you want them, I would definitely recommend them. I don't think they're a bad product at all. Is it something that's going to change the game? No. No, they're not. Do I enjoy the colors? Yes. Do you need all 6? No, you can probably get away with 1 or 2. So find the shade that you like and keep it pushing. That's how I feel about it, because, you know, I feel like for a long time trying to get this channel started, makeup I'm not even gonna say had, because if you see this room, you're gonna be like, damn girl, makeup has really taken over my life. Perfume, all that stuff has really taken over my life. And at this point, no, it's not taking over my life. So you don't need to run, don't walk, all that kind of stuff. These will be here. I think they will continue to be available. And honestly, stuff that says limited edition, half the time that's not even limited edition. So yeah, I think they're worth trying out. Swatch them in the store, see what you think. If you don't like cream products, I would not go for these, obviously. And the last thing that I wanted to say was, I don't see these really emphasizing texture. I think the highlighters are very natural looking, and as you blend them in with a blush, at first I couldn't even see, like, did I even put it on? I had to almost turn my head a certain way to see that the highlighter was there. It was definitely there, but in a very natural way. I don't feel like they left a tackiness on the skin or anything like that. So I am happy with the purchase. I don't regret getting both shades, even though I know I said I probably could just use the mauve one, but you know how it is, y'all. I love me some Tasha, but yeah, guilty pleasure, Natasha Denona. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope that you found this review helpful, and I really just want to focus on making my reviews better and being honest, because if you're a part of this makeup community with me, you know how it's been. We are making things, oh my gosh, I gotta get ready to go, but I gotta say this point. We're being made to feel like what we have isn't good enough, and it's not true. Now, as a content creator, am I gonna continue to purchase some new things here and there to try them out because this is a hobby of mine and I also want to give information? Absolutely. Am I gonna be getting everything that comes out and be part of the barrage of all the new videos coming up on the same thing? No, I'm really not trying to be a part of that. It drives me bananas. So I know that, you know, you've probably made your decision about these blushes already, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're sitting on them and you're thinking about, like, is this something I would like to purchase down the road? So this is where I'm hoping that my reviews come in handy, because it's after the hype has really died down. I would say the last blushes that have totally wowed me, there's 2. The NYX Buttermelt blushes really wowed me last year in 2024. I'm still talking about them. I just cannot believe those blushes were $10. Amazing blushes, very highly pigmented. I think the downside of it is you can be Clown City if you just are going in heavy. These Natasha Denona blushes aren't going to do that to you. The melt blushes I've always talked about. I've been talking about those for years. So I've had them for years at this point, and they are holding up strong. The last blushes, and I love Hourglass, so I'm not mentioning those. The last blushes that I will say really wowed me, I'm wearing one right now. I'm gonna grab it. This is and you know, a loose blush. I really have to like it for it to be a loose blush. This is the FRIZZFACE, not sure if I'm saying it correctly, by Givenchy. And it's a loose powder blush, and that's what I'm wearing right now in the shade 4. That's another one that very overpriced, I would say, but really wowed me with just how all the colors mix and how it diffuses out on the skin. I don't know if we're gonna find a lot that's gonna top this, but I will say the Natasha Denona ones, these are really good. And again, for it to be a cream product, I love how it wore on the skin throughout the day. That means a lot to me, because nobody's trying to look crazy at the end of the day. Like, you looking like, did I look like this all day? I have had that moment more times than I'd like to admit. So I'm gonna stop rambling because it's 7:24 and I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I do hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and you know I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Go on.